Do Yamashiro again from the Scats in Huntington Beach, California. And you can see that her teammates are very, very happy. This is Dana Lister. She is on her first vault. They, by the way, have 2 vaults, and then they'll take the best score. Gymnastics Country USA, Tulsa, Oklahoma. And a very, very nice pass.
Yes, Dana did a round off onto the board vault, which has just become legal in competition.
And a score we wait for, of course, throughout the night. We will bring you right up to date on the tabulation of the scores. There are 4 rotations, so you are seeing just a group of gymnasts in this particular rotation. They will rotate to all 4 of the apparatuses and floor exercise as well. Now this is Sabrina Marr. I had the pleasure of watching Sabrina in the first of the China USA competition out at the Forum in Los Angeles, California, from the Scats in Huntington Beach, California, and she put on quite a show that day, and this was her best. The floor exercise.
There's a very nicely executed double layout somersault. Sabrina's a very expressive dancer.
Sabrina's one of those young ladies that they really projected into some very high limelight, and I think after the competition at 85, she really felt the pressure. She competed well, but not as high and maybe not as well as she wanted to. As she misses, and I think she may have turned her right ankle.
Well, that's just a point in the routine where she just has to pick up and go on, and she's doing so.
How much of a point deduction is that normally?
Well, normally there's a 5/10 deduction. Best thing to do is to put that out of your mind and just go on with your routine. And she's getting ready for her last tumbling run. And she did put it out of her mind. A nice finish.
Sabrina Marr from the Scats, Huntington Beach, California. Just a slight flaw in the middle of the routine, and again, you see her limping a bit on that right ankle, and that could possibly give her some trouble before the rest of the evening is concerned, and certainly Don Peters, the coach for the Scats out of California, is very concerned about Sabrina Marr. Good crowd filing into the Hemisphere Arena to watch this activity night. Team is again Sabrina Marr being looked at by Don Peters. Did you ever have any injury problems, Maria? Did that affect your competition in college?
Yes, I've had a few injuries in the past, and no matter how much you train, the injuries just come, and it's so hard for the gymnast to understand.
Crowd waiting for more competition to continue here as some of the competitors, of course, continue to more or less measure each of their exercises on the balance beam and etc. The vault, the uneven parallel bars, and the floor exercise, which we've watched quite a bit of here in the opening rotation of tonight's first of the Alamo City Women's Gymnastic Classic. And there is no secret here in San Antonio that this city certainly wants the 1991 Sports Festival, and they are trying very hard with this event to try to impress some of the people around the country on that Olympic committee. On the balance beam right now is competitor number 120. That's Laura Humphreys.
That's a layout somersault, which she brought it a little bit over to the side and off the beam with.
Laura's only 12 years of age. And in regional competition, along with the Class 1 state championship, won the beam and also the bar competition in AA, once again of Class 1 in the state meet.
That's quite an impressive track record for such a young lady.
For a 12-year-old.
And another layout somersault, but this one she stuck.
Keep in mind that balance beam is only 4 inches wide. So even though it may not look that high, it looks like it's awfully high when you're up going head over heels. And in dismount, Laura Humphreys, 12 years old, from Houston, Texas. Gisela O'Teen. Going now to the floor exercise, competitor number 104 is Melissa Marlowe, known affectionately as Missy. She is from Salt Lake City, Utah, trains in the Rocky Mountain Gymnastics Club.
Missy's a very talented gymnast. Her style enables her to compete against the Russians. She is what a true gymnast should be: flexible, graceful, and powerful.
And she shows at the end of her routine the row. 1986, the McDonald's Gymnastics Challenge. She finished 9th in the AA competition. Finished first in the vault, first on the bar, 10th on the beam, and 12th in the floor exercise. So the floor, even though she was, I think, quite happy with that routine, she'll be looking forward to some better exercise coming in the vault and in the bar earlier. And we pick up more of her floor exercise here.
Notice the extension on all of her dance moves and her flexibility. Missy scores very well internationally because of this, because that's what the judges stress.
Stacy Gunthorpe is one of those young ladies that a lot of people have talked about, coming out of Houston and again out of the Giese Go International. And she has got a very impressive background and certainly would like to show very well on this, the pre-Olympic year.
Very nice layout somersault.
This is her first competition since back in April. That's quite a long off, isn't it, Maria?
That is. You can lose a lot of confidence in that time off. It doesn't seem to have affected her much.
Her hometown is Freehold Township in New Jersey. She's 16 years of age. By the way, her optional score in the McDonald's Gymnastics Classic, she was the best of the U.S. finishers, finishing 5th overall in the AA, but her 39.25 was the highest by an American since Mary Lou Ritten's 1984 Olympic, plus 39.
It's definitely a hard feat to score 39 points. Little problem on her back somersault.
I don't think I need to tell you that most all of these gymnasts here tonight, including Stacy, their goal, Pan American Games and the Olympic competition.
She's getting ready for a dismount right now. And a round-off layout somersault.
And stuck it very nicely on the dismount, Stacy Gunthorpe. And she, of course, waiting for her score as well. Now let's go to the vault. And this is Shelley Stack from the Corelli Gymnastics Club in Houston.
She'll also be doing a round-off vault, which has become very popular in the country just recently.
Bello, by the way, is down by the vault. We may get his comments at the end of this vault.
I thought that was a good one. All right, that's a big thing. Good looking. All right.
There is only one, Bella Caroli. He is a hard taskmaster. Don't let it fool you with that little smile on his face. He is one of the toughest in the country, but he does get results, and he is probably the proudest when he sees one of his gymnasts do what several of his outstanding competitors, Nadia Comaneci and, of course, Mary Lou Retton, just to mention a couple, have done in the past. A very, very concerned man with his sport.
Okay, don't slow down. Good spirits, okay? Powerful over.
This is a young lady that hails from right here in San Antonio and certainly would like to make a good impression on our hometown folks. Julissa Deanne Gomez. She is from San Antonio, but now trains in Houston. And people have some very high hopes for this young lady. And certainly we in San Antonio are extending our best to her. This is her first vault of the night. Ooh, missed it.
She had a little problem on the board.